Overcoming limiting beliefs with neuroplasticity, the science behind personal transformation. In the vast landscape of personal growth, one of the biggest obstacles many face is our own belief system. These deeply ingrained convictions we carry, often subconsciously, can either propel us forward or hold us back from unlocking our full potential. Unveiling the shackles. What are limiting beliefs? Before we can dismantle our limiting beliefs, we need to understand what they are. Limiting beliefs are thoughts or convictions about oneself, others, or the world that constrain us in some way. They shape how we interpret events, and they can often create self-fulfilling prophecies that hold us back from personal or professional growth. Examples of limiting beliefs include, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'll surely fail. I'm too old to start something new. I don't deserve success. The impact on personal success. Limiting beliefs have a profound effect on our lives, influencing our goals, our relationships, and our self-esteem. They act like an invisible barrier, restricting the scope of our achievements and experiences. By challenging these beliefs, people often discover extraordinary capabilities and resilience within themselves. Neuroplasticity, the brain's adaptive superpower. Neuroplasticity, also known as brain plasticity, is the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This phenomenon demonstrates that the brain is not a fixed, unchangeable entity, but an adaptable and malleable organ, capable of significant change across the lifespan. The science behind neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is rooted in the brain's ability to reorganize pathways, create new synapses, and even grow new neurons. Until relatively recently, it was believed that the structure of the adult brain remained largely static. However, groundbreaking research has shown that the brain can and does rewire in response to learning, experience, and environmental factors. Evidence from cognitive studies. Studies in neuroplasticity have utilized brain imaging techniques to demonstrate structural changes in various regions of the brain following cognitive therapies and interventions. From learning a new skill to recovering from brain injury, the evidence is clear. The brain can change, and with it, our beliefs and perceptions. Rewiring the mind, leveraging neuroplasticity to challenge limiting beliefs. The implications of neuroplasticity for personal development are immense. With the right techniques and mindset, we can harness the power of our brain's plasticity to challenge and rewrite the scripts that have been limiting us. Cognitive restructuring and therapeutic approaches. Cognitive restructuring is a psychological technique used to identify and challenge negative thoughts and beliefs. This approach helps individuals to question the evidence for their beliefs, consider alternative viewpoints, and reframe their interpretations of situations. Therapeutic interventions such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, have been particularly effective in this regard. Affirmations and positive reinforcement. Affirmations are positive statements that we intentionally repeat to ourselves. When used consistently, affirmations can help reprogram the brain by creating and reinforcing new neural pathways associated with the desired belief. Alongside this, positive reinforcement, rewarding oneself for acting in a way that aligns with the new belief, further strengthens the rewiring process. Daily brain exercises. Cultivating a neuroplastic mindset, engaging in daily practices that promote neuroplasticity can be a powerful way to target and overcome limiting beliefs. These exercises are designed to be accessible and can make a meaningful impact on one's ability to challenge and change deep-seated convictions. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation encourages the practice of observing one's thoughts without judgment. By creating distance from our beliefs, we can more readily assess their validity and challenge them. Research in the field of neuroplasticity shows that mindfulness practices can lead to changes in the brain's structure and function. Continuous learning and intellectual stimulation. Engaging in activities that require ongoing learning and problem solving, such as learning a new language or musical instrument, can help keep the brain plastic and receptive to change. These activities can also act as a constant source of evidence that challenges the notion of fixed abilities or limitations. Physical exercise and brain health. Regular physical exercise has been linked to improved cognitive function and neuroplasticity. By stimulating the production of various neurotransmitters and growth factors, exercise can enhance learning and memory. while also supporting the brain's adaptive functions. By being physically active, we can create an environment in our brain that is more conducive to change. A life of unbounded potential, implementing neuroplasticity in everyday experience. The road to personal transformation lies in the daily choices we make and the habits we cultivate. Implementing the principles of neuroplasticity requires dedication and a willingness to persist through the discomfort of challenging our assumptions about ourselves and the world. However, the rewards of such efforts can lead to a life of unbounded potential. Daily self-reflection and journaling. Self-reflection and journaling provide an opportunity to examine our daily experiences and the beliefs that underpin them. By consistently reviewing our thoughts and emotions, we can identify patterns of limiting beliefs and begin to challenge them with a more empowered mindset. Seeking new perspectives and experiences. By seeking out new perspectives and experiences, we can introduce a variety of inputs that encourage the brain to reevaluate and restructure its existing beliefs. Engaging with diverse sources of information, stepping outside of comfort zones, and exposing oneself to different cultures and ideas can all contribute to a more flexible and adaptive belief system. Surrounding yourself with supportive communities. Building and maintaining a network of supportive relationships can be invaluable in the pursuit of personal growth. Supportive communities, whether in the form of friends, family, or fellow growth seekers, can offer encouragement, accountability, and alternative viewpoints that help challenge and reshape limiting beliefs. Your brain, your destiny. The understanding and application of neuroplasticity mark a revolution in our conception of personal development. By recognizing our ability to change the very structure of our brains, we also acknowledge our capacity to alter our thoughts, perceptions, and beliefs. It is a profound realization that places the power of transformation squarely in our hands, ready to be shaped by our conscious choices and actions. So will you choose to continue living under the limitations imposed by your own mind, or will you take the reins and steer your brain towards a path of growth and possibility? The choice is yours, and the science is clear. Your brain is as capable of change as you are determined to make it so. Remember, the path to overcoming limiting beliefs is not a sprint, but a marathon of constant learning, practice, and persistence. Start small, be consistent, and trust in the process. Your neuroplasticity is your superpower. Use it to craft a reality that is in alignment with the boundless potential you hold within. For those ready to take the next steps on this invigorating journey, we invite you to share your experiences with us and continue exploring the deep pool of resources that can further guide you in leveraging the power of neuroplasticity for personal growth. This is not the end, but a new chapter in a life unshackled from the constraints of limiting beliefs.